Congratulations, Black Desert.
Stay at home, stay safe.
เราจะสู้ด้วยกันครับ
พวกผมยังเชื่อว่าอีกไม่นานและทุกๆคนจะปลอดภัยตลอดไปมาเจอหน้าแต่บอกเลยว่าลูกว่านั้นเข้ามาเพราะมีจี
Black Desert'ta kalın.
Video maceracıları olarak
Bilgisayar başından güzellikler dolu bu dünyayı birlikte eğlenerek, birbirimize yoldaş olarak keşfedelim.
Стримлю Black Desert уже 5 лет на Твиче, и чтобы вы были здоровее, чтобы побольше вам теплых эмоций, обнимашек, и чтобы Black Desert развивался только в лучшем направлении.
В общем, ребят, сильно в голове не задротите. Всем peace.
Blood of the Black Desert.
Black Desert?
검사봐 축하드립니다.
축하드리고요. 파라비스 화이팅!
축하드립니다. 화이팅!
多亏了黑色沙漠团队，让我们通通都聚在一起。
在黑色沙漠游戏真的让我非常的喜欢。
Hello， 大家好，黑色沙漠3周年生日快乐！
黒い砂漠よろしくお願いします。
黒い砂漠よろしくお願いします。
Black Desert. Os deseo lo mejor a todos los aventureros. Mis mejores deseos.
Good luck with all your enhancements, and I hope.
Video, and I can't wait to see you in the game.
Black Desert, the same thing, staying safe, staying clean. I hope you guys are just having a great time.
Wishing everyone best of luck during this pandemic. Black Desert.
Congratulations on Heidel Ball.
축하합니다. Black Desert.
Un saludo para todos los
Black Desert,
Vocês, Black Desert Online.
Blue Bandana, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done so far.
Thank you, video team. Thank you, community.
Happy video home.
The coasters, so I hope you'll join the adventure too. See you soon.
Hello! Let's play some Black Desert.
No matter what happens, we can always stay connected on Black Desert Online.
And welcome everyone to the Black Desert Heidel Ball at home. My name is CM Sherna. With me is CM. How's it going, Trent?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing now?
I'm pretty good. Just to let you guys know that if English is not your normal language, you can make sure that there are other. My bad. Make sure there are other language streams available. Hopefully we're turning this down a little bit.
Hold on, let's get started up.
네, 이렇게 의미 있는 날에 함께하게 돼서 지금 너무 긴장되고 떨리는데요. 오늘 저희와 함께 즐거운 시간 보내고 가세요.
I think we may very well be back. Okay, so today is the Heidel Ball at home. I hope everyone is doing good. Still echoing. My bad, guys. This is what happens with console streams all the time. We just get really bad sound. So we're used to it. Anyone in console is probably like, oh, this is home. We've seen them.
네, 이렇게 멋진 공연을 여러분들도 함께 현장에서
Now it says some people are saying it's a little bit better.
All right, let us know. Let us know if it's all good. It's all good. It's okay. All right, fix the echo. All right. So welcome. As you know, this is the Heidel Ball at home for Black Desert. My name is Sherna. His name is Trent, and we're here today to show you some cool Black Desert stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with the ball. Earlier you saw the orchestra, which is awesome. Their name is Classic. They're incredible. They were playing the Cafe Overture, which was dope. Yeah. Anything else from there?
We just want to give a small shout out to the Kakao GMs who you probably are mostly used to by now. Glaive, Yukimura.
Imra is also on those streams. We want to say a big thank you to them for doing the streams more than often for PC. We know that a lot of PC streamers are here, or PC players as well as console. They usually do the streams, but because this event is being held in Korea and in Korea and time differences, we decided to do it.
Yeah, we did. So we've put in a lot of time and effort into this, and unfortunately, you know, the sound quality did start a little bit weird.
I'm too quiet apparently.
Yeah, you got to speak into it. You got to speak into it. So we've prepared a lot for this. It's been a roller coaster of a week.
Yeah, we just started like setting up everything, make sure we get all the videos and getting all the questions ready and all these kinds of things. We're pretty happy.
Yeah, so to give you a little bit of what's going on, those are streamers on the board there, so they're all saying hello to everyone. So say hello if you're on that board. Give a little bit of a wave.
There we are.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. So thank you for joining us. We know for some of you this is really early in the morning. For some of you this is like 9, 10 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We did see a lot of comments early on about time zones and stuff.
Apparently I'm talking too little, so now I'm going to start shouting because I have a naturally quiet voice, but here it is. So basically we're going to be going over, as you can see on the Korean stream right there, we're going to be going over what the timetable is going to be. First, we're going to go over basically what everyone in Black Desert has accomplished. You know, all the different things that they were able to do. Then we're going to hit them up right with the Prince of Jared's event.
Yep.
Right, across all regions and platforms. Then we're going to talk about the future of Black Desert with our lead producer, J-Nim.
Yeah, and that will be for all platforms, not just console, not just PC. It's going to be for both console and PC. There's going to be a bit of talk about both during that.
Right.
And then there's going to be the global Q&A. So what we did is we took a lot of questions and answers. Well, a lot of questions from users out there who submitted the questions, and we kind of condensed some of them with similar topics, and we're going to be answering those.
Pretty much. And then, you know, based off of regions, we're going to be translating them off, you know, just on stream. At that point, we're going to have another concert from Flassic.
Yep.
And then we're going to go on from there.
Yep. I think, Trent, your mic is a little bit low still.
Man, do I gotta... All right, I'll just talk like this for now.
Yeah. It might be the hair interfering with the microphone.
It is my hair. I saw a lot of you guys in chat. I'm very happy about that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, man. All right, I'll talk like this. All right, for those of you in chat, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I can't... Jesus shave when? Never.
Never, ever. We're trying to figure out where we are in the stream right now, but we're still very early on, just doing the introductions, and you know, soon we'll be starting with the infographics.
Yep. So as you can see on the stream, there's Hangyeong Nim the male and Minzy Nim the female, who are basically our Korean CMs, right? Yeah. We're going to be handling the CMs on the English side. If you're coming at us from, if you know Portuguese, if you know Thai, if you know anything else, there are other streams as well that are catered towards you guys.
Yeah, there is a Turkish stream, a Portuguese stream,
Russian stream, Thai stream.
Yeah. So those are the 4 streams. You'll be able to find those on Twitch. But okay, so
let's start with the infographics here.
Yep, the infographic. So the global distribution of classes. What do you think is 10%? I think it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. If you look at the background,
Zerker.
It's not Zerker. It's never going to be Zerker.
It's going to be Zerker.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's going to be Zerker, man. I'm telling you. 100%.
This is across all regions as well as platforms, right? But apparently we cut away from it.
Yeah. Okay, I think that they actually have it up. Okay, so it was actually DK, Sork, and Ranger. So I think Sork was number 1, DK was number 2, and Ranger was number 3.
This infographic here is the total amount of quests completed. 4,452,293,009 quests completed.
Yeah.
Repeated quests are only counted once.
Yeah, so if you've done the same chimney sweeping quest that everyone else has done 1,000 times, it still only counts as 1. Otherwise, that number would be insurmountable to count.
Yeah. I did a lot of those quests, though. A lot of the fishing quests, for sure.
Oh, yeah, fishing. It's just what we do, man.
Fishing is fun.
Apparently, that's all the GMs do.
Across all regions and platforms, fishing has been fun. But yeah, I think a lot of those quests came from the Korean server for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
How to sweep chimney. Thank you, chat. Thank you so much, chat, for picking up on that. Fishing is life. Yes, it is indeed. Oh man, I'm so happy. Right. The next one that we're gonna get into is which fish has been fished the most.
Which fish did you fish the most fish?
Nice.
Yeah. So put out your guesses. Some people saying koi, grunts, tuna, man. Come on, really?
Tuna, no. You gotta go out for that. Someone said it. I saw it in chat.
Yeah, I saw it. You gotta go lower, man. You gotta go lower.
That one, Balajango. Sea eels at
826,153,814 fish.
Sea eels, the blue fish. Dude, tuna was not a good guess, but, you know, good try.
Yeah, if you don't know.
Eels for sure, yeah.
Eels are loved by Koreans. Like, they eat a lot of eels, so.
If you love something, do you eat it?
No comment.
There we go. Right. So sea eels, most caught fish. I don't know what the least caught fish is though. I imagine it'd be something intriguing.
No. It's probably. Oh, it could be the axolotl. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of. Yeah, I actually don't know what would be the rarest fish, to be honest. Okay, the fourth one is the number of rare treasures. So this is like your compass, your map. How many guys do you think are out there with these special things? We'll find out. Oh, wait, the answer's already up there. Okay, so the Laffy Bed Mountain Compass is 2,761. This is global, by the way, so that's not a lot. I thought it'd be way higher.
No, those are pretty rare. The next one that we're going to be trying guessing is the archaeologist map.
The answer's already on the screen, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's on our subtitles, dude.
There it is. Archaeologist map, right? Ornette Spirit Essence, Order Spirit Essence, and Airburner's Null. Airburner's Null is just recently released. Only one.
Only one. It was released in April, and there have been exactly one of them found. Yeah. For the potions, though, I'm kind of surprised that 2,425 have already been done when there's only 2,761 compasses done.
I know, right?
One has been out significantly longer than the other.
Yeah. There's quite a few of those out there. Obviously, the Order Spirit Essence was much more rare, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Also, I just want to say, I'd probably have one if I could find a blooming Elton piece. The Elton piece is probably one of the harder ones for me to get.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, even the compass is hard.
Yeah, they're all pretty difficult.
Yeah. But what is Inverness Null? Inverness Null is basically something you add onto your ship.
It's for bartering, and it allows you to use Breezy Cell twice.
Yep.
So once and twice without using stamina, I believe, without using the durability.
Right.
Or it might be you use it once and you can use it once again for free.
It's
I don't.
Stamina.
There's literally one out there, man.
All lies.
There's literally one.
There's quite a few of them out there, though. Right?
No, there's literally one.
No, I'm talking about the other items.
Ah, the other items. Okay, yeah. There's quite a few of those.
Who got it? I'm not entirely sure specifically who got it.
Probably Jahi.
Janie.
Yeah, he probably just got it himself. You never know. But no, it is probably a user. It's probably not us. I don't know how it's found.
Yeah.
It hasn't reached console yet, so...
It will get there eventually.
One day. It's from the sea content. So yeah, it's Magoria. I think you get it from bartering, and you have to collect rare drops that come from bartering, and then you get it. So yeah, it's very rare. I don't know if it's on NAEU right now. I think it might only be Korea, but I'm not 100% sure. It might have been recently added.
Just a quick update. This is not just a console stream. This is console and PC put together.
Yep.
But we are the CMs from console.
Yep, we are. So you're going to hear a lot of console stuff. Because
that's our home.
That's home, you know. But there is, obviously, this is Pearl Abyss, and Black Desert is mostly a PC game in Korea. We do have Korean players who do play console, but it is mostly a PC played here. And obviously, NAEU PC has been out a long, long time. So this one, number of black stones used in enhancing. Now, Biohackers probably accounted for whatever number this is, at least half of it. Okay, that's...
Weapon stones. Right?
Weapon stones is 4,036,597,097. So Biohack, pretty sure you're at least 50% of that, buddy. Because I've seen those streams.
Made a lot of money over there, right?
Yeah.
As well as with the armor stones sitting at 6,270,748,620 armor stones.
Yeah, I can't quite see that. The camera's in the way, so I have to kind of shuffle over a little bit. So yeah, that's a lot of stones.
That is. That's just a lot of stones. And again, I think Biohack made quite a bit of profit off of it.
See, I'd have thought that, like, you know, maybe the Black Spirit put on weight when he eats black stones.
He don't do that.
He would be, yeah, he would be a planet on his own, wouldn't he?
He could be.
No, 100% he'd be. That's like 10 billion stones.
Are these numbers just for 2019? No, this is over.
I think this is global.
This is global since each region's launch.
It might be a bit low. It might be just this year.
I don't think it is.
No, I think it's lifetime. Don't forget, 4 billion is a lot. Yeah. Sure, it's only one number over, but that's a lot of numbers. Okay, the number of pen black stars. Now, this is one PC players probably will overestimate. It's 1,135 pen black star weapons. That is kind of small, actually.
Well, it's difficult to get.
Yeah, but pens on hard. GM Coster, if you're out there. I feel you, buddy. I feel you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a lot of people are asking, like, dude, like that is a small amount. Yes, it's actually a small amount of people.
It's also a relatively new weapon. Yeah. Okay, number of carracks in this one. So the number of carracks that are currently out there on the ocean, I have no idea.
Number of
10,970.
There it is.
That's a lot of boats. That's Velia filled.
No, because in Velia you just hang out by the beach.
Yeah, but you leave your boat there so that you get the fishing ESP on those totems.
That's fair, right? People do have their boats there.
Yeah, so that's a lot of boats. I wasn't expecting it to be that high, but you know, a lot of people have gone for them. They are quite difficult to make, and there's a lot of resources involved.
Boats are cool, right?
Yeah.
Our next one is the amount of hearts that have been obtained by adventurers.
So this includes Vel, Garmoth, and Khan hearts. So I guess no one's going to get this number.
No one is.
That's 152,299 Vel's hearts, 26,130 Garmoth hearts, and 7,644 Khan hearts.
Those hearts are rare.
Yeah, they're very rare. Just 26,000. Garmoth has been out, how long? 2 years, I think, now?
For quite a while.
I think Dregan came out when I joined the company.
Yeah.
So 2-3 years? It's been quite a long time. That's kind of low.
I mean, low and rare to get.
Yeah, it's hard to get.
But yeah. Our next one coming up, though, are about dream horses, right? So how many dream horses have been obtained by adventurers, and how many of each dream horse have been obtained by adventurers? So as a total...
Well, we know who's not involved in this. Okay, the 25,470 horses are out there that are dream tier or higher. Well, there's nothing higher, so 25,470 dream horses.
So from left to right, basically 12,225 Dine. Oh, Ardu. Ardu is 12,225.
Do you want to pronounce the whole name for that, please?
Ardonut.
Oh.
Right? Dine at 3,575, and Doom Horse is at 9,670.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ardus out there, but not so many Dine. I thought Dine would be kind of pop. Dine came before Doom.
Yeah, but Doom is fiery.
Oh, it's true, yeah.
Doom is cool. In terms of tiers, it'd be Doom, Dine, Ardu.
Doom, Donkey, everything else.
Donkey.
The Donkey is dope.
I would. Dream Donkey?
Dream Donkey. Dream Donkey when? Let's get that in chat, please. Dream
don't.
Donkey when?
Please don't. Dream donkeys are not a thing. Dream Donkey is not a thing at all. No, please.
Yes,
no.
chat. That's what I like to see. Dream
that
Donkey.
Was a mistake.
Okay, best customization. So we're going to see the top customizations from each region. So this is Korea. Obviously, it would be Shy and
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Demon is Taiwan.
Demon is Taiwan.
Right.
I always get confused.
So Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau. Shies.
Shies, yeah. I actually really like that second Shy.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
For me, the left gives me the Princess Mononoke vibes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. The right gives me, like it's staring through my soul.
Yeah.
Guardian for Thailand.
Yeah, for Thailand, Guardian, Southeast Asia, we have that as
Both
well.
Guardians.
Like, just,
That Guardian's quite nice. I like the Lagatha hairstyle.
This is the thing, right? When we see the North American versions, the West versions, they're very different in style, I think.
Yeah, like the East tends to go for like super pretty, whereas we tend to go for like kind of monstrous, like monster looking. Not
Russia,
monster.
there we go. They're never letting me down. So that's Turkey, MENA, and then there's Russia on the side. Very different in terms of aesthetic choices.
Yeah, the aesthetic choices of each of them are very different. I'm kind of not happy that it's not like The Grudge.
Yeah.
Like,
so we have Japan, which clearly Japan.
What are you saying, buddy? What are you saying? NA is Guardian 2, so those are both Guardian. I can't actually...
Man, North America, letting me down on PC there. Right? Europe, okay, I'm down with that.
Yeah, both of those are pretty good.
Europe, South America, yeah. Oh, man, I hope no one lets me down from my children.
Our children are up.
PlayStation, there we go.
That's actually a really
PlayStation
good.
North America,
And
PlayStation Europe.
Yeah.
I like when you guys make those monstrosities.
I
Awesome.
actually think the American PlayStation Archer is my favorite one so far.
I think PlayStation Europe just forgot where to put the tattoo. I just messed it up. Those are my boys. All right.
Those are my boys. But are we just gonna leave the? Come on. Where's the other boys?
The other
There we
boys.
go.
Xbox.
Okay. Okay.
Xbox North America, Xbox Europe.
Both mehua.
Just not bringing the heat.
Nah, not bringing the heat. Though the Europe one is pretty cool. I do like the Europe one, actually.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one I saw on Xbox.
For me right now, the Russia PC one has been my favorite by far.
PS
and
Asia.
PlayStation Asia as well as Xbox Asia. Or, yeah.
That's a DK. That's a wild DK. We never see those anymore.
Yeah. Well, 10% of all adventures are DKs.
Why?
You really like Zerk that much, huh?
Yeah, the Zerk is the only class.
I haven't seen a beautiful Zerk yet.
You've seen mine.
Fair.
You've seen the one that I have on my computer.
And I stand by what I said.
Kibelia's Zerk is a thing of beauty.
No comment.
All right, so that is the infographics that we're going to be doing.
As well as the top customizations. So these are the top customizations on the beauty elements per region and platform.
By last year. It's filtered by the last year. It's not all time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it is going to be the ones from the last year. And we are going to be getting into the GM event. I believe console better not let me down.
Yeah. So basically what's ended up happening is that we sent out the Prince of Jared's invitation to a certain amount of people. You go and talk to the receptionist or usher, not Chris Brown. You talk to one of the ushers, and then you jump in, right? So what happens with that is that we're going to be having a competition in a sense.
Yep.
Right? So per region, right? I hope they get that infographic up sooner or later. But there's going to be a per region type thing. It's like an obstacle course. You run through it, right?
It'll come up eventually.
Hangyeon-nim.
I thought it was coming. I thought it was coming. He can tote the hind legs off a donkey, couldn't he?
He could.
Yeah.
Not my donkey, though. Not my donkey.
Do you even have a donkey?
I don't.
No.
I don't even have an elephant yet.
You don't even have a shy.
I have a shy.
Oh, yeah, you do have a shy. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know what's going on. Can you hear them?
Yeah. I can hear them.
It's kind of quiet on my end.
Oh, okay. So basically what they're doing is like they're explaining how the customizations went, what were the aesthetic purposes behind them, as well as kind of leading into the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what leads people to do customization? So the East is very pretty.
Yeah.
The West tends to go for something a bit more
monstrosities.
Not monstrosity, but a bit more realistic, I would say.
Yeah.
And then console does what console does.
All right.
Is that One Punch Man in there?
That is a One
That's
Punch
a One Punch Man Zerker.
So these are the Princess Jared's VIPs that got the invitation. They've been sent to this area. That's for PC Korea.
Yep, so this is PC Korea. This is the arena that everyone is in. And as you can see, look, that is nice and calm.
Oh, look at that camera work.
Oh. Console's not going to look like that.
No, not really.
No.
Well, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Don't worry.
I'm not talking about I'm talking about the movement, because I know who's doing the movement.
Yeah. For Japan, I see a lot more shies in there.
Yeah. So basically, the event will start with just looking around the arenas right now. Here is the Russia region, or RU. I don't know why they shortened that one.
I'm not entirely sure. But
RU.
Again, if you look at the customizations for characters, right? Darker colors. You know?
Yeah, the colors actually, it's kind of jarring how different people like color their outfits and stuff between each region. Like,
yeah.
But we did see One Punch Man.
We did see One Punch Man.
And it was a Zerk.
North America PC.
North America, give us a jump if you're listening. Jump up and down all at the same time. Let's see if it goes. Are they going to do it?
I saw one jump too.
Right.
Oh, wow. There's a few people jumping. Or they're either listening to us.
Or just doing it
They're just
anyway.
doing it.
There's another One Punch Man in there. There's another One Punch Man.
That's
yeah. Okay, Europe. Hello, Europe. Give us a jump. They're saying hello to everyone. So even the Korean team is saying hello. Yeah. A few people listening.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Someone dropped like the biggest skill you have.
Yeah, I saw it.
Throw out a voltaic, man. And this is still Europe?
Yeah, it's a different angle for Europe. People just dropping skills right now. Look at all the Sorks in there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Sorks. Anyone that thinks Sorks were good?
A good Sork is good.
A good Sork is dope. Yeah. Good Sorks make the class look broken. Bad Sorks make the class look bad.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, you can say that about any class, though.
Yeah, but it's very juxtaposed. You know, like the
Yeah.
difference between the two is a lot. Okay, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau.
Yeah.
Good old fish costume there.
A good amount of variety there. I do enjoy the fish costume.
It's a classic.
It's
a cult classic.
Yeah. South America.
Yeah, South America. They're probably listening to our friends in the room across from us. So I'd ask them to jump, but I don't think they'd be listening.
Yeah. A lot of those flags going off right there.
Turkey Mena. They also have a Turkish stream.
Yep.
So if you are Turkish and you want to find the Turkish stream, go find it.
Yep. That's a lot of pink in there, huh?
That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. A couple of mystics going off.
Yep.
You know all about those Mystic Dragon rips.
I do love Mystic Dragon rips.
Not my jam.
Oh my God, Thailand, so organized.
Oh
my goodness.
Not only that, Thailand looks like it's about to start its own little fight club.
Oh my God, that is incredible. There's a fight club going on in there. That is amazing.
I think Saitama is just walking between different servers because I saw another one there. You see on the corner?
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Just at the bottom. Look at that. That is some quality GM.
Oh, Thailand, best server so far, most organized, amazing.
Whoever that GM is deserves a raise.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Thailand
Southeast Asia.
too. That's pretty. That's getting close. Southeast Asia.
You're
Good
close
try.
to a circle.
It's kind of like the Earth. It's not quite spherical, but it's almost there.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Console. Yeah.
Bringing the chaos. There it is. That's
Still relatively kind of okay. There's a few people who probably aren't listening. But yeah. Yeah. Console North America. Yeah.
They're kind of in there.
Oh, come on. Who puts
Europe.
tents?
Come on, man.
Europe.
Why are you putting up tents? What are you doing?
Europe aiming to just make it worse.
I love you, Europe.
We do love you. I guess Inferno's there. Look at Asia. Someone still put their tents in the middle, you know?
Nice and calm, though. Nice and calm.
Yeah.
Look at that. They're all in a circle. So far, though, Thailand, best server.
Best circle.
Best server circle. That's incredible.
Okay, so I don't think they've talked about the event yet to everyone else, but we'll talk about it. Basically, there's going to be a little jumping puzzle that will appear on each one, and there will be 1 point given during each of these. So one completion, you only need one person to complete it, will get 1 point. So they'll start, these stepping stones will appear, and you have to go jump on them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how you get up there, but once you're at the top, it's good.
Yeah.
Once 10 regions reach the top, we'll send everyone J's special scroll ×5, and that is item drop rate plus 100%.
Yeah.
And it will be sent to everyone, not just the people in
the
that
event.
room.
It's
It
for
will be sent to everyone. NA, I have faith, but I don't believe.
NA Europe in general, across platforms, I have faith in you. You need to look at Thailand, organize yourselves, get this done. It's a stepping stone challenge.
Console counts as one region, I believe.
Yes, console counts as one. So all of console, as long as we get there as a team, and we're going to be good, right?
I like that there's a lot of people with faith in the chat who are just like, lol.
Of course, Thailand will win. No, they can make circles, but you don't know if they can actually do the stepping stones.
Dude, jumping is hard.
Jumping is hard.
Gravity is a thing. All right, so there is no winner. However, we're going to cast it in a style that makes there a winner.
Yeah. So this is going to be basically for bragging rights.
First one up there gets
a high five.
Yeah, that's all I can give. Unfortunately, I can't reward you with anything else.
We can do this.
All right, the 10-minute countdown has started. I believe the steps have summoned. So basically what you need to do is go up over... Wait, where are the steps? Oh, they're there.
Yeah, they're materializing.
You need to walk up the stairs. If you're watching, you need to walk up those stairs in the gate, and you'll find the first stone at the top. Let's go, Korea. Nobody fall.
Massive amounts of chaos there. It's not doing so well.
Some people not getting the idea that they actually have to do something and still waving flags.
Yeah, they're not doing so well. North America, there we go. Go for this.
Some archer, I think that was a striker who just yeeted himself off that platform.
It's okay. It's only so far down that you can go.
NA doing pretty well. I think, did someone finish it already? I don't know.
This is platforming.
Oh, you were so close to glory. Oh.
North America fallen, fallen.
That one's just off.
That just ran right off. Japan, that's hacks. That's not okay. Look at them go.
It's a sork. That's what it is. The sork fell off.
The sork fell off.
The sork fell off. Walking off into the sunset.
I don't. People in chat are popping off about lawns. I don't think lawn will be good. I genuinely don't. I think you'll overshoot your distance.
You'll overshoot the distance, and you also don't get much verticality.
Yeah.
You get a little bit. But if you mistime it, you're down.
North America. Come on. One more step. North America, bring it home.
Let's bring it home. Bring it home. Drum rolls, please. Will
bring it home. Bring it home.
Will NA be the first? Oh, no!
There it is.
Yeah! NA, give me some hashtag NA lol in chat because it's not very often North America winning anything.
North America got this. That platforming ability.
Some people are like lol. NA lol. Yeah.
NA. Japan doing its thing. Kind of making it through.
NA the GOAT.
NA the GOAT right now.
USA. USA.
North America has more countries.
Canada. Canada.
It doesn't have the same vibe.
No,
it doesn't. Canada.
If you don't know, Trent is from Canada.
I am. I'm from the land.
So your people win. My people don't. We haven't even seen my people.
There it is. Japan has made it in now.
Mission clear.
Mission cleared.
We asked for that to say BAM.
We did ask for it to say BAM.
It should say BAM. I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
We need to go talk to production because that should have said BAM. Like that. That's how it should have said. It should have just said BAM.
BAM.
Yeah. You got to put a couple of extra hats on the A's.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Turkey coming in from the rear there. It's doing all right. 2 more steps there.
EU. Come on, man. Don't let me down, EU. Don't let me down, EU. Don't be last.
Oh.
See, that's the problem with
that
Lon.
did not work well in their favor.
They aimed. They came. They saw. They missed.
They missed.
Yeah.
But A for effort. That was a creative attempt.
All those out there who are saying that, like, this is cringe. We know.
Yep. We know.
We're aiming at it. We're trying to get maximum cringe during this event.
Oh, you have seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet. It could get worse. It could get worse.
Turkey, come on, man. You got to pull this in.
I can't see where the rest of them are.
There's not that many people up there. Southeast Asia coming in there.
Did someone yeet themselves out the arena there?
They got yeeted.
I think they yeeted themselves out.
Okay.
Come on, man. We need these points. We need these points. There's a lawn.
North America. Turkey gone for coffee. Possibly. They've possibly gone. I just wonder, did Thailand make it in or not?
Who are we looking at?
South America.
Close. Where's the GM? Is he gone on holiday? Oh, no, he's over there. He's over there. Oh.
That made sense to me.
Yeah. That's...
You gotta go. Okay, use the skill. That was good.
Yeah, you gotta go down to go up, boys.
This is gonna be dangerous.
You gotta go down to go up.
This is dangerous. You do not want this.
So I tried this earlier.
Oh, that was smart.
So I tried this on console.
Yeah.
Did not go well.
Did not go well?
Did not go well.
Yeah.
I think I made 4 stones. Jumping's hard.
Jumping is hard.
Jumping's hard. Who'd have thought
Last one.
Oh,
there it is. All
right,
South
that's
America
another
has
point.
finally made it in.
That's another point. People are saying console is impossible. I have no idea. We can't see console right now.
Yep. And Mario skills coming in the rear here.
It's always a lawn. Good lawns are too good in the air.
Did you think a Zerker was going to make it to the top?
Yes.
No. Just no.
We have giant lead, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sends you forward, and then it sends you straight down.
Perfect.
It's dope.
Perfect.
Turkey Mana.
Turkey Mana.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a nice shootout. That's glorious shootout, right?
Yeah.
Not the original shootout.
Why is that GM's wings pink?
I think it's the effect. It's the effect from the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want those wings.
You want pink wings? Don't you have pink wings?
No,
on your
I got a pink costume, but I got like normal wings.
Ah, okay. Yeah, our GM characters we occasionally get.
I went for the colors.
Yeah. Yep.
Southeast Asia has finally made it in, so it's gonna. How many more do we have left now?
It's just console. Rip, boys.
Prayers up for console, please.
Let me see those prayer
Europe
emojis.
has made it in.
Let me see those prayer emojis. Europe, my boys.
Europe has made it in.
If you don't know, I'm actually from England, so my boys made it eventually.
Okay. Oh, Russia.
Oh,
Come
Russia.
on
Wait, did the music just change to like hard rock when it came to Russia?
now. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Well,
on,
we'll see. We'll see. EU lol. EU lol.
Russia didn't make it in. Thailand.
Come on, you're so close. You can do this. We believe.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, she got it. She got it. There's quite a few people nearby. Oh, wait. We already have. Is that a
Yeah,
Shy?
there we go. A Shy made it up there?
I think a Shy made it up there. Korea. Korea is letting the team down. This is your prime time, Korea. How can you do this to us?
Come on now.
How?
And they made it up there at 1 in the morning, PDT. Korea couldn't make it in prime time?
Our Korean brethren. They're close. Our Korean brethren. Come on, man. Korea, really?
I mean...
Can we get some rips in chat for Korea? Yeah, there's a lot of Fs, a lot of rips.
Come on now.
Come on, man. You can't be the only country to let us down. Look at you, waving the Korean flag, but you're not making the jump. You're not making the jump, man.
Console Europe. So what happened to your boys here?
Well, you see, what happened is console is a different beast. It's more difficult to jump, and
there's literally no one that made it up there. Russia made it.
Russia made it. That's another point. Let's not talk about console Europe.
Not a single soul.
Not a single soul.
Come on, console NA. Console NA, you got to give me something.
Console NA. I don't even think they're nearby.
Console Asia?
Console Asia
made it.
yeah.
Okay,
That's it. We don't need it. We don't need it. Console go on.
Console Asia represents all of console.
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Console Asia represents all of us. Congratulations.
My God, Europe. We're going to talk about this on our next stream. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau has finally made it in. Good stuff.
We're going to sit everyone down and be like, guys, we need to talk. Y'all need thumbs. All right.
All of it has been done in.
All right. I think everyone did it. I didn't see if the timer ran out, but if it did, I think we all did it. So
I'm trying. Dude, if you're in chat and you're trying the event, props to you, man. Props to you.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
That's all we ask for.
But it seems like everyone has finally made it in, right?
So that means everyone does get that J special scroll, which gives you 100% item drop rate. And if you don't, well, I'm going to kick some shins.
Yep. So when you get this scroll, it will be dependent on what region and what platform you're on.
Yep.
Stay tuned to after the stream. So on your respective websites, it'll show the specific times and when you're getting this.
And not only that, we're about to get into the roadmap.
Are we getting into the roadmap?
Yeah. So those rewards will be sent later. You'll find out, as Trent said, later on when it comes to, what's it called? After the event, there's a notice. That's what I was
A notice will come out on the website, on the respective websites, and we'll go from there.
Guys, don't look. I'm taking a drink.
When you say it, they're gonna look.
Okay, so I think we're going to be getting into the roadmap discussion. That's what's supposed to be next.
Yep.
For anyone thinking that it's anything alcoholic, this is burdock tea.
It is tea.
It is tea.
It does not rhyme with tea.
That's
what people are saying.
It is tea. But it's not something that rhymes with it.
It's absolutely tea.
It's burdock tea.
Yeah. So right now, our Korean counterparts are talking about just
the event.
The event itself, how difficult it was for people to do it. Has expressed some disappointment in
Korea's attempt.
In Korea's attempt, actually.
Yeah. Well, Korea, congratulations. Someone said that's so British. We drink proper tea. The burdock tea is just, it's a side girl. It's a side drink. All right. So let's get back to being professional.
Let's do this.
The casting of the event is over. So we have to get back into it. It's not spiked, guys. Come on. Chat, come on. Don't do this. I'm going to get in trouble. Someone's going to have to inspect it.
It is going to be inspected.
It probably is. Okay.
Tea is what a lie.
Tea is a code name for tequila.
That's not bad. All right.
All right. Jehi is coming up on stage. So now is time to get super serial. This is the executive producer of Black Desert, as we all know and love.
And he's going to be telling us about the future of Black Desert at this point. So
And also
this is
some of the
content.
other things.
Yeah.
So he says hello. I know
subtitles.
some of you can see the subtitles, but if it's a little bit small, we'll read it for you. So he is the executive producer of Black Desert. Subtitles, please. Okay. There we go. So it's been
off topic for a bit.
yeah. So it's been about 5 months since the last Calpheon banquet, and tomorrow, June begins, and time really does fly.
Yeah. We're basically holding this event online due to the global issue of the pandemic. While it is it's unfortunate that we have to hold this event online because we did want to do it offline. We've been preparing it for quite some time, and hopefully we can meet the standard of you adventurers.
So this year, you know, we're all experiencing many, many changes in our lives, like wearing masks, using hand sanitizer. All that has become kind of normal for everyone right now. I was going to say washing hands, but it's all become normal, using disinfectant. And Jae says that he would never have imagined that just a few months ago, we'd all be basically social distancing.
Pretty much, yeah. So, you know, wherever you guys are, I hope that you guys are staying safe.
Yeah, that's from us as well,
Yeah.
like from all of us here. It's a bit inconvenient and uncomfortable, yet in the spirit of staying vigilant, safeguarding ourselves until it goes away, we've prepared a little something for everyone.
So just to let you guys know, today is May 30th, the day of the Black Desert Heidel Ball at home. So for everyone who's just watching the stream and everyone who plays our game and stuff, to all of our adventurers from around the world watching the stream, we'd like to give you 530 Kronstones.
Yeah, and this will be sent to everyone. So that's Korea, Japan, Russia, North America, Europe, South America, Taiwan, Turkey, MENA, Thailand, Southeast Asia, and console. And it will be sent after the Heidel Ball.
Yes. So again, same thing. After the stream, there's going to be a notice that goes up on your respective websites. Check that out to see when it's coming to you specifically and at what time and all that kind of stuff. The finer details will be in the notice.
Yeah, congratulations on your pen attempts. Commiserations when you eventually fail.
Yep.
That was my words, not his.
Black Desert, Pearl Abyss's first game, was launched in 2014, which is incredible. It's been basically 6 years, and we've had so many adventurers join us for this journey.
Yep.
Right?
And we'd like to thank everyone who has cheered us on over the years and sent us words of encouragement. We're all able to experience joy along with the hardships, and ultimately, we've all witnessed a lot of growth in this game.
Yeah, so because of the fervor and the appreciation that you guys have shown Black Desert, we wanted to prepare this Heidel Ball at home with the utmost quality.
Okay, so Black Desert was able to successfully launch around the globe thanks to the interest and support of many adventurers. And we're quite surprised by the recent record-breaking rise of adventurers joining from several regions, which is a rare feat in and of itself.
Yeah. Yeah. We believe that this was only possible as for adventurers from all around the world who have truly enjoyed this game. We've been working really hard to be working on this. There we go. So being that this is the actual global event, I'd like to start off with a review of each serviced region.
So service region are the regions that we have under Pearl Abyss's umbrella. Yeah. So since acquiring the publishing rights in Korea, we saw great results during winter following the release of Shy and Guardian, which has continued with the recently updated seasonal servers.
You know, annually the number of users in March tend to dip between or after December and January, basically due to schools returning. But because this year we had a higher number of users during that time period compared to previous years.
Yeah, from its initial launch in 2015, Black Desert in Japan saw a uniquely steady growth and achieved its highest number of connected users last year.
Especially after acquiring publishing rights for Black Desert in April, this May saw a new record set for the highest number of connected users over the last 5 years.
So, Black Desert was graded 94% by a famous Japanese webzine, reportedly one of the highest scores given to an ongoing RPG within Japan. And we did a collaboration video with a band called Glay, which has reached over 10 million views. And I believe we're going to go watch that video.
Yep.
콜라보했던 글레이와 영상 한번 듣고 가시겠습니다.
Let's go.
유튜브에서 나중에 보시면 끝까지 더 멋진 음악 다 들으실 수 있고요. 가사랑 노래가 검은사막.
All right, so we are back. With the recent rise of Russian adventurers participating in Conquest Wars, we've been preparing to... Oh, wait, am I in the wrong spot?
You're on the wrong spot there.
Oh, go. You go.
With the audio, yeah, I'll put up the link some other time. Point. But, you know, with Russia, we started servicing directly servicing the region. And with the influx of new adventurers, it's been sweet for us. With the recent rise of Russian adventurers participating in Conquest Wars, we've been preparing to upgrade their server performances.
Yep. We ask that our Russian adventurers be patient and with us just a little bit longer as we're doing our best to provide the best performing servers for Conquest War as soon as possible.
There we go. Now to talk about some of our publishing countries. So we've been able to maintain steady success in North America and Europe and South America by working together with Kakao Games and Red Fox Games respectively. This has allowed us for continued growth as we forge new relationships with adventurers from all other regions.
Last March, we joined with many adventurers to celebrate and commemorate 4 years of service. This July marks the 3rd year of launching in South America. And South American adventurers, you can look forward to the 3rd anniversary.
저희가 직접 서비스 죄송합니다.
He slightly blew a tire in terms of speaking.
북미 유럽과 남미 같은 경우에는 한 가지 특이한
So particularly for Steam users in North America and Europe and South America have shown much love for the game. We saw an incredible rise in new adventures through Steam, and we're always grateful for this kind of passion and enthusiasm for all things that are Black Desert.
스팀을 통해서 들어와 주셨고 현재까지도 매우 열정적으로 게임을 즐겨주시고 있어서 항상 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다.
So we pledge to continue our efforts to provide the best service and management with Kakao Games and Red Fox Games for all regions, including adventurers in NA, EU, and South America.
카카오 게임즈와 레드폭스와 함께 각 지역에 최적화된 그런 운영과 서비스 이어가도록 하겠습니다. 다음으로 저희가
Next to talk about is the self-published regions, right? So in Black Desert's history, Taiwan was the first country that Pluribus actually directly published. And we're always looking to prepare and provide access to Steam through this kind of growth. We're also looking for ways to increase the quality of service in that region.
또 게임 서비스 퀄리티를 높이기 위해서 저희가 또 다양한 시도들도 하고 있는데요.
So, as we are away looking for ways to communicate better with our adventurers in Taiwan, just last year we hosted a couple of small conferences and met with adventurers in 7 different cities, including Kaohsiung and Taipei. Also, we first revealed Guardian and Shy talents on a live online stream known as Friday Night Talk, the Friday Night Talk Show. To all the adventurers that have joined us in those small conferences and live streams, we'd like to extend our thanks to all of you once more.
So online since December 2017, we're already in the 3rd year of servicing the Turkey and MENA regions. From launch, we've continued growing largely in part to the passionate adventure base that we have.
서비스 시작부터 꾸준히 게임을 열정적으로 즐겨주시는 그런 모험가분들 덕분에 꾸준한 성장으로 이어지고 있는 것 같은데요. 서비스 시작 당시에
So since launch, we've kept up with the progress and took another step forward through the Steam release in 2018. Recently, there have been more adventurers joining our game to a point where we've added more servers.
많은 모험가분들이 지금 터키 메나 서버를 즐겨주고 계십니다.
So we hope that Turkey and MENA adventurers will continue to stick with us for a long haul as we basically cement our commitment to provide better service.
So Thailand and SEA region's incredibly passionate user base has also led to increased numbers year on year and maintained its popularity.
Yeah. So, yeah. Our tournament event, which was originally from Songkran, Popular Water Festival Thailand, has now become like an iconic event in Black Desert.
So based on these experiences, we will continue to make new and various attempts to create new content in the world of Black Desert using festival themes from all over the world.
As we've launched our Steam service in 2019, Black Desert SEA has carried out regular offline events in Malaysia and Indonesia. So in terms for 2020, we had originally planned an offline event to be held in Singapore, but due to the current pandemic, we unfortunately had to postpone, which is kind of why you had this online conference.
Yeah, and we look forward to, hopefully in the not so far off future, to meet adventurers in Singapore soon.
Now to go to console.
Yeah, providing service on console platforms was a challenge for Black Desert in itself, and yet we're especially grateful to all 2.4 million console adventurers who have spared no expense at showering Black Desert with praise.
We are particularly grateful for all the patient adventurers who played through low frame rate environments due to the limitations of the hardware. Therefore, we're taking those praise and channeling it into our efforts working in various ways to optimize our game. For those of you that are joining us from console, you know that this has been an ongoing process for us.
So optimization on the console port lies not in the graphics card, but more so an issue with the CPU. Lowering the graphics settings alone will not greatly improve the performance, but rather we are looking into a variety of solutions such as reducing monster mobs or optimizing the UI.
However, and I say this from a personal experience as well, thanks to the recent feedback analysis from our console adventurers, we were able to discover optimizable areas that have been difficult to find even on PC. This has greatly aided us in our efforts to optimize the overall performance of Black Desert in general.
And we'll continue to do our best to bring about new and exciting gameplay that surpasses the limitations of the console platform and MMORPGs.
Adventures in Korea, Japan, Russia, North America and Europe, South America, Taiwan, Turkey and MENA, Thailand, and Southeast Asia have long awaited for today's festivities and are watching from all corners of the globe via the stream.
Again, we'd like to thank all 20 million of our global adventurers for joining us in Black Desert Online at this time. So I would like to begin by addressing one of the main topics, and it's one of the many that adventurers are curious about and sensitive to, which is class balance.
So first, I'd like to talk about the recent balancing that we revealed through Global Lab. All of you had opinions about this.
So through your feedback, we realized how inappropriately we approached the balance issue after the recent patch released in Black Desert Global Lab.
Yeah. We deeply appreciate all your valuable feedback, you know, whether it came from console or from PC and all these things.
In fact, there were adventurers who tested out the balance changes in Global Lab and gave us feedback that it didn't seem to be a huge nerf. So regardless, we do not believe the recent patch where every class got nerfed in the name of balancing was the best choice.
So, since last year until the beginning of this year, basically our motto was awakening succession should be equally strong so that choosing between the two different styles can be more of a preferential choice.
So later on, we received numerous feedback from our adventurers that Succession is too weak, and we changed our direction midway so that more adventurers could enjoy Succession.
모험가 여러분들께서 재밌게 즐기실 수 있도록 업데이트하는 게 맞지 않을까 해서 전승 업데이트를 하는 도중에 방향을 다소 변경을 했습니다. 그러던 와중에
However, during the adjustment of all these things, maybe in part due to our over-enthusiasm, the PvP damage of Succession was set like extremely higher than that of Awakening, leading to our current issue of balance.
자신이 플레이해 주시는 직업의 전승 업데이트를 기다려 주시기 위해신 상황에서 저희가 최대한 빠르게
So where many adventurers were waiting for their own classes to receive a Succession update, we may have been a bit overzealous in our desire to dish out each update in the fastest, most enjoyable form possible.
Of course, it is important to know that the new content is indeed fun, and yet we should have thought long and hard about the overall picture of how to present Succession. However, we feel that we weren't able to deliver in that manner, so we'd like to extend our apologies again. So effectively, the recent balance update had the following intentions: that the numerous classes in Black Desert are very unique, with different attack methods, ranges, styles, accuracy, evasion, hits, and etc., etc.
굉장히 수많은 요인들이 다른 특징이 있는 캐릭터들이 있는데요. 이러다 보니까 그 특징이 다른 여러
So
클래스들이
this makes it quite difficult to find the perfect balance among all the classes, as each have their own unique aspects.
So with this in mind, we came up with using class modifiers to achieve PvP balance that should meet the expectations of all adventurers.
So for example, when Dark Knight was first released, Dark Knight had a significant advantage over other classes due to her higher AP, HP, and utility.
When it first launched. So in order to balance this, rather than nerfing all of her skill sets and thus effectively stamping out the uniqueness of the entire class itself, we decided to preserve her unique playstyle and skill set while adjusted her damage accordingly to strengthen the concept of her class being weaker to those with higher magic defense. Since then, we stuck to the same concept when we released Striker and Mystic and balanced them out. We balanced them to the Dark Knight as well.
So to make it easier for the adventurers to understand, we expressed it as being either stronger or weaker to magic attacks in patch notes. And yes, we know that many adventurers were hoping that we'd reveal these numbers.
The reason why we chose not to was that these figures didn't determine how balanced a specific class was, and we didn't really want our adventurers to judge the strength of a class based on those numbers alone.
약할 수 있고 상성이 낮은 클래스도 강할 수 있는데 이 숫자에 의존해서 캐릭터의
However, we now believe that our adventurers won't be so easily swayed for these figures, as they have had plenty of experience and understanding in Black Desert, which is why we're also planning to reveal as much of the details as possible. Class modifiers and details will be revealed in later patch notes for the global lab.
저희보다 오히려 더 정확한 판단이 가능하시다고 생각이 되기에 저희도 이제 최대한 공개해드리려고 생각을 했습니다. 캐릭터 간 피해 비율은 조만간 검은 사막 연구소를 통해서 공개하도록 하겠습니다. 이번 밸런스 조정을 하면서
So when thinking and reviewing about these character balances, because this is just what we've been talking about, a thought actually did come to mind that Succession is currently considered to be strong and adventurers are enjoying it. So was that a good type of balance? Was it fun? So if Succession is meant to be fun, then we should be fixing the parts that weren't so well received or deemed not interesting, not the parts that are actually being enjoyed. Don't mess with what's good, mess with other stuff.
Which is the reason why we decided to buff Awakening for all classes.
그래서 저희는 전 캐릭터 각성의 상향으로 다시 한번 밸런스를 조정해 보기로 했습니다.
So as he's getting there,
조금 더 기다려 주시면 검은 사막 연구소를 통해서 아마 공개될 수 있을 것 같고요. 또 한편으로는 저희가
the usage of Kaphra stones has grown continuously over time. Also, the overall balance was greatly impacted by Black Star and Fallen God gears being released in game.
죽은 신의 갑옷이 이제 동시에 함께 적용되면서 밸런스에 많은 변화가 일어나고 있는데요.
So as we buff Awakening, the efficiency of DP might arise as a new issue. This is a matter we will continue to work on answering in the future. We'll continue to look for the answer in this regard.
Yeah. It is definitely an ongoing process.
오늘 제가
There we go. So with this part here, the most important part of today's presentation regarding class balance is what he's about to start saying. Black Desert developers have been playing on equal footing as the adventurers from launch. We've tried to best apply how and what we felt while playing with adventurers to the game during the entire development process.
So based on various content we've experienced, such as Conquest, Node Wars, GVGs, Red Battlefield, and more, we personally verified the data and worked on balancing the game. So we could verify the data ourselves as actual players of the game and did our best to patch the game based on our personal experiences. So although frankly speaking, even if we kept playing right after work and deep into the night, now it seems that we can barely close the gap between us and adventurers. Though we,
though we the developers first birthed this game, it is also true that you the adventurer are the first to utilize it and enjoy it and make it your own.
So we're planning to try something new, which was announced through the Global Lab earlier. We would like to invite adventurers who have a profound understanding of each class so that they can be the first ones to learn about the balance we created based on data.
So when they share their opinions with us, we'll discuss together and work on balancing based on the feedback as best as possible. So we hope that this new method will allow us to focus more on the data and better communicate with adventurers. So that way we can basically close the gap between how developers are playing and how adventurers play.
So we will continue to play Black Desert with our adventurers on equal footing as best as we can. So if a game developer makes a game without playing it, how can it be a fun game to play?
However, we will communicate more actively and aggressively with our seasoned adventurers who know and enjoy the game thoroughly and passionately. So although this was implemented only in Korea, for now to speed up the process, we want to communicate with adventurers around the globe through VOAs, so Voice of Adventurers, and conferences. Please do continue to send any of the feedback that you have to us.
Yeah, in any of the ways that you have possible.
Whether it be through the forum or Discords and whatnot.
So I'd like to add one more thing. Class balancing will continue to change as it did in the game. I'm sure all of you know that this is a necessary part of serving a game and keeping it up to date.
So each time that we do, however, there are certain words that hurt us to see. This is in regards to the weapon exchange coupon.
So this is something that we made at the request of adventurers, yet I feel it continues to cause misunderstandings each time there is a balance issue.
So due to ongoing concerns from many adventurers and also in hoping that you would understand where we are coming from, we decided that we will no longer sell weapon exchange coupons.
So all ongoing sales of weapon exchange coupons will come to a close after June.
무기 교환권 판매를 하지 않는다고 해서 무기 교환권이 필요 없다는 거 아닐 거예요. 아마
So, however, we believe that the initial requests were made by adventurers with the purest of intentions. So we plan to make a similar item obtainable not from the Pearl Shop, but through a process in-game in the distant future.
구해서 사용할 수 있게 준비를 해볼 예정이고요. 저희 이런 진심이
So we hope that our sincerity reaches our adventurers. And that was quite serious.
Yeah, that was quite a serious moment. But before we move on, we'd actually like to tell you some good news. Right? We'll reset the purchase limit for the Combat and Skill EXP 530% scrolls sold last May for PC. For those of you on console, you'll be able to purchase these scrolls from the Pearl Shop for 530 silver, I believe, despite what the subtitle might say.
Yeah, it's the loyalty store.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the limit will be set right now. So, happy hunting, everyone.
Cheers, y'all.
다들 그 경험치, 기술 경험치 530% 아이템으로 즐거운 사냥하시기 바랍니다.
Yay, J-Name. Next time.
So prior to announcing future updates, I'd like to first share our global roadmap to all adventurers joining us today from around the world.
Most updates in Black Desert are implemented first in Korea, then carried out to other regions a week later. This in itself is not an easy task, but we believe this is the least we can do for our adventures around the world. For large-scale updates and content, however, we take a bit more time getting through the localization process. Localization meaning not just translations, but making sure the words make sense in those respective regions. This also varies depending on each service region's respective situation, as well as the in-game situation of the content.
So apart from big content such as new classes and regions, we will continue to do our best to provide faster updates. So here are some of our recent global updates. So first one, we've added Abandoned Monastery for adventurers seeking a new hunting ground, as well as those competitive in PvP, with the addition of Dawn Earrings that could be obtained from the monastery.
Along with the Agrosphere to add in their hunting endeavors. The thing that a lot of people are now basically chasing for, the inexhaustible Ornets and Hors d'oeuvres Spirit Essences, which many adventurers rose to the challenge of getting and are still going for, were added.
And along with Ash Forest, which is one of the most difficult hunting grounds so far, and the Deboreka necklace, one of the best accessories an adventurer can possibly obtain.
Yeah. We also updated a system to let adventurers rent out their horses to their friends.
And most recently, talent, compose and play as fun, and new adventures for the shy. So many adventurers have tried their hand at composing, and we've discovered many adventurers who are actually quite good musicians. So let's listen to a few of their creations.
We discovered a lot that were good.
정말 대단한 재능들을 가지고 계시네요. 앞으로도 재능 넘치는 분들의 많은 연주 기대하겠습니다.
So yeah, thank you for sending them, and we look forward to seeing more of those performances in the future. So let's get into the official announcements regarding the roadmap for the second half of the year.
Basically what everyone was waiting for. Right, at long last, something that you've been waiting for, the seasonal servers are finally here.
Pre-registration for the servers open on June 2nd, and the servers will be open on June 10th. And new adventurers will be able to adapt faster to the world of Black Desert, as existing players will also be able to enjoy a refreshing new take through seasonal servers.
We ask you for your continued support and interest.
So after that update, the following contents are scheduled for release. Grandia and Papua Krinia update. Others and Papus who will emerge victorious amongst the embattled rivals.
So Papua Krinia and Grandia are regions that are considered to be more peaceful compared to other areas of Black Desert. For adventurers who are tired of constant competition for fame and silver, this is definitely the place for you.
The main quest of Papua Krinia starts with Lemut's Gang Journal, which is divided into volumes Grandia, Papus, and Otters.
So as you complete the adventure log, you will get transformation scrolls that will allow you to either become a Papu or an Otter.
Alright, Black Star Armor. The same series as the Black Star main weapon can be obtained by performing quests from Dorim Morgim. It requires Remnants of the Rift, which has a chance of dropping from Dark Rifts, and Spectre's Aura, which can be obtained by killing monsters from all over the world of Black Desert.
We believe that the Black Star armor adds some flavor to the game beyond the existing Red Nose armor and Dim Tree Spirits armor.
So Odilita, a new territory where stories about the Hibib's grim battle, Odilita's secret, and Kafras, the immortal alchemist, will unfold.
So Odilita is waiting for new adventurers, monsters, items, and basically a very captivating storyline.
So before we move on, we've got some more screenshots of Odilita to share, so let's take a look.
That's a lot brighter than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I was expecting like a Shadow Realm.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. So the next thing, though, is, as someone said in chat, we're going to be talking...
Yeah, so that was it. Black Star Armor and Papua Krinia are scheduled for a June-July release, while Odilita should be released in the second half of the year. But wait, that's not all. A good portion of content announced today will be released through the second half as well.
Yeah. There we go.
So next up, we have the roadmap of the console platform, our youngest service, which successfully kicked off crossplay service recently. So on June 10th, we're planning to release the Great Ocean, so Magoria, for console.
So that will be on June 10th, yes. And then followed by that are Tier 8 horses and the Dream Horse Arduanaut.
And in the second half, we also plan on releasing Succession for all classes.
As I mentioned before regarding class balance, Succession will greatly empower your character's original weapon, breathing new life and entertainment into the class.
So we will proceed with bringing Succession updates to our console adventures so you can also enjoy a whole new variety of playstyles. However, we felt that the Guardian class needed a bit more polishing, so we'll spend the rest of the second half to get everything ready before releasing her on console. We're really truly sorry to all adventurers who've been waiting in eager anticipation.
So, we've always strived to provide the best service to our adventurers. In doing so, we've tackled a variety of issues over the year and have moved forward with tweaks and improvements.
So therefore, we're currently thinking about a multitude of ways to keep the console service updated. We promise to do our best in updating the content, and we also have something greater in store than our plans regarding Guardian for console, so please stay tuned.
So far I've shared with you the update plans for global servers and console.
So, as a sign of good faith towards keeping our pledge to produce top quality updates, we're giving you another 530 Chrome Stones. And in addition, we'd also like to give you an Advice of Valks plus 100.
The Advice of Valks plus 100 will be sent via in-game mail for all of our fans after the Heidel Ball. Again, wait for the notice after the stream on your respective websites to see the exact deadline for
it. So it does say up on there, anyone who logs in during May, essentially until the end of this, will receive it. I think PC will get it on the 3rd of July. Console will get it after the update on the 10th.
Yeah. So now let's begin with announcing our official future update plans. I'll announce them based off their order and stage in development. So while the actual date may change for Intel's release, these updates are planned to be seen as soon as the second half of this year and as late as mid-year next year.
Our first update we'd like to share with you is the long and waited anticipated new class, the Hashashin.
So let's take a look at his background story. Okay, I'll just read off from here. Hashashin is Al's warrior who can manipulate sandstorms with the power of native Valencian gods.
Yeah, he engages in melee combat with the Shashmir as his main weapon, but also wields sandstorms to quickly escape from danger or suppress his opponent. This is still under development, but we'd like to show a short video of one of his skills.
기술 영상 하나만 여기서 공개하고 계속 설명 이어가겠습니다.
So the skill you just saw is one of Hashashin's
It's also
main
quite
skills.
short, is what Jahinim also understands that it's quite short. But yeah.
That is the Apostles' Descent.
Yeah. So he engages melee combat with Hashmir as main weapon. Good stuff.
이 밖에도 특정 장소를 기억했다가 모래폭풍이 이제 각인시켰
So in addition, he has a skill that allows him to imbue the memory of a specific place in a sandstorm and return to that place, given that he is not too far away. He can create sandstorms to chase enemies or ambush them from above.
모래폭풍을 타고 낙하해서 적을 급습하는 그런 플레이도 가능한 굉장히 다이나믹한 캐릭터고요.
So, Hashashin has minor passives fit for the desert. He can travel slightly faster in the desert and has mildly higher resistance to desert disease compared to other classes. And once awakened, however, his faith in all will grow stronger, allowing him to receive the hidden power of the gods.
So we are working hard to release the Hashashin this coming July, followed by Succession and Awakening in August simultaneously, so that you can decide which form to play depending on your play style.
Yeah. So for those of you on console, we know that you guys are slightly disappointed with the Guardian being later this year. However, for the first time ever, you will be the first to experience the new class in its entirety in the global servers.
Yeah. And we'll continue to put in efforts to introduce a variety of characters to bring new means of entertainment to all of you in Black Desert.
So next up, we have the Siege of Thornwood. You know, Janim has mentioned this before at some point. Yeah.
So to explain it in simpler terms, 5 adventurers will band together and form one team, then randomly assigned to either the Ganels or the Vidirs. Both teams will participate in PvP plus boss raid type combat.
As each team moves towards their destination, they must react quickly to their given situations, bouncing between monsters and the enemy team.
세페르오도라는 보스를 먼저 쓰러뜨린 쪽이 승리하게 되는 복잡하지 않은 굉장히 간단한 그 규칙의 PVE 기반으로 PVP가 결합된.
So the team that defeats the final boss, Sephir Odor, will claim victory. So the Siege of Thornwood is new content founded on simple PvE rules with a hint of PvP.
플레이 상황에 따라서
A variety of tactics and strategy can come into play as adventurers will be required to effectively communicate with their team members. Different players will create different results in how the battlefield plays out, so we feel that consecutive runs will provide plenty of entertainment and variety.
In PvE, the gear will be equalized so that adventurers who don't have the best gear can also participate, while in PvP, participants will be able to utilize the best gear they've acquired and enhance to wield to their fullest capacity.
We're actually quite excited to introduce this all-new content that allows both adventurers who enjoy PvE content and those who enjoy and excel at PvP content to come together in this format.
So it's been a while since we've introduced new PvP content, and each day in development, it's been an ongoing cycle of nervous anticipation and excitement. We promise to make sure this content will be a blast to play, so please keep an eye out for the Thornwood Fortress.
Right, so the next update to share with you is regarding horses. They're important companions in your adventures in Black Desert. They're a crucial means of transportation. Their appearance and their animations, along with their stats and skills, were carefully made and thus have accompanied many in their adventures and subsequently probably threw you off a cliff at some point.
That's not what Jay said.
That's what he said.
So horses with sprint, instant acceleration, drift, etc. are one of the most central parts of Black Desert. So we're going to be introducing horse races, which were an original, very unique kind of content carried out during the focal point of Black Desert horses. However, the conditions used to be a little bit too tedious for many adventurers to participate in.
So thus the horse racing system is being revamped completely from top to bottom. So thanks to the donations of the Old Moon Guild Gula, the chairperson of the Riding Association of Stonetail, we'll be able to introduce new horse breeds.
So Brisa, Viento, Rafaga, Tempesta are similar in appearance to existing horse breeds, but have a totally different and unique skills.
So, according to Gula, these are racehorses from a faraway continent. This new breed of racehorses possesses a type of stamina called the power of wind.
The power of wind is consumed when performing sprint and instant acceleration during a race, and slowly recovers while cornering or during a normal sprint.
So managing such limited resources and strategizing against the course will best aid adventurers achieve victory in the race and win their respective competition.
In addition, we are changing the rules so that it will be much easier to participate.
So we hope you look forward to the newly revamped racehorses and the Old Moon Grand Prix. And to help you prepare, we present you with another gift.
So the event horse emblem box will be sent to the mailbox in the next update with everything else. So it's going to be I missed it.
It's going to be a chest for PC, where it's going to be either Tier 7, Tier 8. And for console, we'll be giving a Tier 7 horse box. Next up, bounty system. So with the addition of ocean content, including bartering, sea monster hunting, Khan and Vel, more and more adventurers have shown interest in the high seas.
So also the Great Expedition had additional vessels, one-man cannons, and a whole variety of new content that motivated adventurers to take to the seas.
Using these newly added systems and content, then engaging in PvP by using self-built boats over the high seas can provide a wholly different experience compared to land battles.
So we expect to see a variety of new rules implemented as adventurers participate in PvP on water.
So, amongst some of such rules that may become systemized, I'd like to introduce the possible implementation of the bounty system. So, truth be told, the bounty system was something requested by many adventurers from all over the globe since launch. We can now safely declare that we've begun the development process.
Adventurers who've been killed by another adventurer can place a bounty on them. So adventurers who are able to take down those with a bounty will be rewarded honor points proportionate to the bounty amount. There's plenty of room for improvement as this is still very early development stages, yet we believe this will offer new and exciting gameplay for those who've grown a little bit tired with their current gameplay.
The next thing is zodiac signs. So does anyone actually remember the zodiac sign that you guys first chose when you made your characters? There were a multitude of zodiac signs in Black Desert, such as the Goblin, the Black Dragon, the Hammer, the Owl Treant, the Giant, and the Camel, and more.
So basically, zodiac signs are inherent to your character and allow you to converse with NPCs with the same zodiac sign without the required level of amity,
as well as granting a slight bonus in the amity game, which doesn't actually hugely impact your gameplay.
So zodiac signs were implemented as a stress-free kind of small bit of content that could be seen as a little bit of in-game entertainment.
So here we thought long and hard about where else we could utilize these zodiac signs. What if your character's zodiac sign could determine your luck for the day? So for example, if today's zodiac sign is the shield, all characters of the shield sign would gain either 1% increase to item drop rates, +1 expansion stack, additional EXP, an increase to their enhancement success rate, immunity to desert sickness, and other minimal but entertaining effects.
We feel that this could add a little bit of spice each day in game, and later it could develop into other content such as Zodiac Tarot shops. So how about enjoying the game with adventurers of the same Zodiac sign?
Alright, so our next one is about a new challenge in Node Wars. So while there still are servers with very active participation in Node Wars, it isn't the same as it was in the past. There may be a variety of reasons why, but we believe that the current situation calls for a slight change.
So at the center of this change for Node War is a form of warfare where one slowly expands one's territory based on initially acquired node, similar to how you had to connect nodes to conquer them in the past.
So I could say that this is similar to Civilization or Romance of the Three Kingdoms style of gameplay. Depending on the node, you would discuss carefully with the guildmaster, officers, and members on which node to attack and protect next, strategizing and preparing the next move. So we've also divided it up into 3 stages, 1, 2, and 3, and feedback such as the high barrier of entry for novice guilds, making mercenaries into permanent war heroes, rewards for acquiring nodes. We've been gathering all of that feedback, and we'll continue to inspect and look into each one to improve Node Wars.
저희가 이 개편되는 거점전에서 이런 부분들을 하나씩 차례로 보완해 나가는 거 잊지 않고 진행하겠습니다.
So, as mentioned earlier, we feel that we can introduce new novel ways of operating with the increase in the number of countries that we've began to self-publish.
So, last January, a friendly match of Arena Varsha was held between adventurers from Thailand and from Taiwan. So, exceptionally skilled players were selected as representatives of each country, and during the live broadcast, we saw adventurers cheering them on. Once again, I'd like to thank the adventurers from both countries for their participation.
So to continue, we're planning to select country representatives, invite them to Korea, and host a global Arena of Arsha tournament.
You know, of course, we won't be able to host it now due to these difficult times, what with the pandemic, but we will as soon as we can safely come together.
So, thanks to such a passion and support from our adventurers, we are planning definitely to host another event, the Thailand vs. SEA Node War. It'll be a battle of the nations where countries fight to conquer a castle, and we'll start recruiting participants for this event in June.
So if the event is successful, we're planning to expand this to a national league where adventurers in self-published servers such as Korea, Japan, Russia, Turkey and MENA, Thailand, and SEA battle to see who's the best of the best. We hope that you look forward to this kind of event.
많은 기대와 성원 부탁드리겠습니다. 그리고 피드백도 많이 주시면 저희 더 열심히 준비하겠습니다.
So as our adventures have continued to progress, leveling has become much faster, and hunting grounds, grind spots in the initial leveling routes are essentially forgotten.
The fast growth suits adventurers who are on the Alvia servers or the season servers, but is meaningless to adventurers who have enjoyed Black Desert for longer periods.
So, for example, Fogan and Red Orc regions in Serendia are traversed only once during the leveling process and never seen again, which I feel is not an issue restricted to Black Desert alone.
So here we seek to develop a new system, a special server where the power of Hadum continues to grow stronger. So in specialized servers where the power of Hadum grows, monsters in lower level zones will become greatly empowered.
Thus, these grind spots will become dangerous once more, yet also award adventurers with appropriate rewards. So we hope to provide adventurers who've grown too powerful a sense of anxiety in their daily travels.
Once the details are sorted out, we will share more through developers or GM notes.
So the next part will be the last part for today.
In terms of updates.
So currently Black Desert has expanded beyond the original borders that were revealed back when the game was originally under development. From Drigan to Odalita to Hasso, we too struggle with defining the borders of this massive map.
Yeah, it becomes difficult to optimize as the map continues to expand. However, to continue developing the map in a more delicate and meaningful manner, we are preparing the following plan.
So, but, you know, updates are not as fast as before as we are developing a new region and extensively optimizing the game at the same time.
Currently, we are developing a high-altitude region covered with snow located south of Medea.
So legend has it that a gigantic dragon, very different from Garmoth, resides in this place. And at the moment, we're targeting this as a winter 2021 release.
Next is a region previously announced as the Land of Demons, located above Valencia. This is where Hashashin was struggling to fight against demons.
So we can expect a rather different type of power and monsters to live in this place. So the map of Black Desert, where exactly does it end? New regions shrouded in mystery, but wait, there's more.
What lies beyond the kingdom of Hasso? You know, if we feel that we are limited by the current technology, we'll seek out new means and techniques to introduce these undiscovered lands to all of you.
최근에 새로운 형태의 하서국 너머를 구현할 수 있는 방법을 좀 찾아서 시도를 하고 있고요. 조금 기본적으로 검은 사막이 중세를 기반으로 하고 있지만 아직 발견되지 않은 하서국 너머에서는
So Black Desert was based in the Middle Ages, but there are a lot more stories and cultures awaiting beyond the kingdom of Hasso.
네, 저희 업데이트 할 때마다
So this is something that we hear across all regions in general. You know, nothing new this week. Where's my new outfit?
This is something we literally hear every patch. Like, why can't we just make new outfits that everyone clearly is wanting? So, you know, a lot of people do want to see costumes for their classes. So there are certain internal affairs at hand, and it may come across as excuses, but we're always thinking about what exactly do our adventurers want, and then we realize that despite practical difficulties we may face, it's something we need to overcome in order to provide more entertainment for our adventurers.
So, therefore, we are going to be forming the Black Desert Outfit Creation Task Force. Development of new outfits take longer as more classes are introduced to Black Desert. While at the moment it may be difficult to speedily release a new outfit, the new Outfit Creation Task Force ultimate goal will be to release one new outfit per class per week.
So we will do our best to create the best content to satisfy all adventurers, and thank you.
So we've gone over several upcoming content briefly. The content I've covered is a big part of the big plan that we have for Black Desert in the upcoming years. While all these plans may not come into fruition within this year, we promise to release them in the order in which development is completed.
So indeed, this is not all that is in store, as there are always new plans in progress, and we hope to share more of these new developments in the near future through a variety of means.
This was a slightly nerve-wracking experience, as I could feel the eyes of all of our adventurers from all around the world watching this broadcast. Yet, it's also worthwhile.
While I'm unable to see everyone's face live, I'll make sure to review and listen to all the valuable feedback you guys post online.
제가 방송이라서 사실은 화면만 보고 여러분들의 그 반응을 보진 못했는데 방송 끝나면 꼭 돌아가서 복습을 통해서 여러분들의 소중한 피드백.
Basically, he's saying he's super scared of being up on stage, even if it's just online.
Yeah, and that there's no one in front of him right now. So we do have one last bit of a conundrum. Does everyone remember how Black Desert was in the beginning? From the very start.
So like just getting up on donkeys was fun, waiting my turn to clean the chimneys, competing against other adventurers to rope and tame one horse. Also things like pushing the carts, rushing headfirst to defeat Kazarka, only to end up getting killed, yet reviving to head back to challenge the boss. That's such various thrills one can experience in RPG, yet these days, due to our extremely high stats, our interest in new content solely depends on the final rewards.
So you could say that such a reality is inevitable for a game that has been serviced for this long. Yet it is precisely in these moments that we believe that we need to go back to our roots, so that the concept of fun, especially for our 6-year veterans, it's not based on min-maxing gear, but rather the anticipation held towards the next adventure.
To this, we've yet to find an answer, but all of the content we've announced today are subject to change.
However, we will move forward thinking about the type of adventures we originally sought to provide through the game, and thus recover the initial thrill and excitement we first felt when logging into Black Desert.
So for now is the time we wish to recover that novel feeling when everyone was a newbie and deliver that initial emotion back to you.
Once again, we'd like to celebrate the Black Desert Heidel Ball at home. And we pledge to do our best for our adventurers that continue to play Black Desert. In closing, I'd like to offer one final gift. The first gift was 530 Kronstones, then Advice of Vox plus 100, then a horse emblem. So this time, we're going to give another 530 Kronstones to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for listening, and we wish everyone good luck. So that was a lot of stuff to chew down on.
Sorry about that. We're trying to match the timing and trying to translate as we go along, and our Korean MCs are back. But yes, so a lot of things to kind of digest from there.
So this is basically going through when everything will be sent. So for PC, everyone except I think Japan, oh, that might have changed actually. So that will be sent on the 3rd of June.
Yeah.
For console, it will be the 10th of June. And just to confirm the prizes one more time, J Scrolls times 5, Chrome Stones 530 times 2, Advice of Valks plus 100, and the Event Horse Emblem box.
And again, wait till the end of the stream. By that time, sometime a notice will go up explaining exactly when these things will go out. To purchase the Jay's gift, that's going to be going out.
So all PC except Japan and console, you'll be able to buy that 530% scroll right now. Japan, it'll be after the next maintenance, and console, it will be after the maintenance on the 10th. So this is the reset. If you're still connected right now, you might need to reconnect your character to jump back in. Right, so time for the Q&A section.
And we've begun, right? So basically, Jaynim, our lead producer, will be answering some questions that we've received through the surveys that we've sent out to the people who attended the in-game event.
So there were a lot of questions, and he's going to try his best to do as much as he can. Some of the questions we did have to squash down and kind of stick together, but most of them he's going to try and answer as much as possible.
However, due to work laws, we may not be able to get through all the questions.
Yeah, we're not allowed to work super late into the night, so it's basically been a work day for us.
Yeah.
So
I got this one, right? So, Korea server and the NA-EU servers have very different thoughts in terms of class balance. Of course, with the differences, I hope you'll collect what users are saying about class balance in servers in regions other than Korea.
So yeah, basically, it's a great point that's been raised. We understand the difference in playstyles, PvP for each region.
So basically on the development team, what we're thinking is, you know, regardless of what epidemic or pandemics and stuff going on, we want to be able to collect the feedback from all these different regions. You know, as we said earlier with the global lab stuff, right? We want to be able to collect all these things and be able to adjust the game so it benefits everybody. He needs water because he talked a lot. Okay. So for this one, you want to say?
Yeah, go. Ranger skills aren't effective if there's a small difference in terrain height when using her skills. Is it possible to fix?
So truthfully, that this has been a problem that we haven't yet been able to fix. We've created these skills with ranged attacks as a kind of like a quick fix, but however, recently I've heard from the development team that they may have found a solution. So it seems that we'll be able to announce something similar to a fix to this kind of problem for you know, rangers and, you know, terrain-dependent attacks, essentially.
It's basically saying I play Ranger, please buff.
Yeah.
So this one's mostly for the Korean server. Basically,
저는 유저분들의 질문을 받아서 몇 가지를 모아보았는데요. 첫 번째로는 1단계 거점 보상에 대한 내용입니다. 1단계 거점 보상이 적다고 하시는데 이를 늘려서 더 많은 길드들이 1단계 거점전에 참여할 수 있게 해줬으면 좋겠다는 의견이 있었습니다. 둘째로는 마일리지 개편에 대한 내용인데요. 마일리지 개편을 한다고 하셨는데 이게 언제쯤 될 것인지 궁금해하시는 분들이 많았습니다. 셋째로는 제가 개인적으로 궁금한 내용인데 방송을 하다 보면 채널을 비공개로 하고 싶은데 골든벨로 강제 공개가 되는 경우가 있습니다. 골든벨 알람만 따로 끄거나 켜는 방법을 만들어 주실 수는 없는지 궁금합니다. 이상 트위치 스트리머 주담이었습니다.
Okay, I'll explain that in further detail than what's on there. So, when would the loyalties be revamped? Can you go into greater detail about revamping the system, as well as some of the things that are being sold on the loyalty store? What can we do about it to basically update it and make it beneficial for everyone? Because she sees things on her stream that a lot of users come in and be like, dude, I want something more.
Yeah, so basically he's looking for a lot of feedback, and he's been trying to listen and find a new way to earn loyalties. And they want to announce the reopening of the loyalty store soon, possibly in June. So they're going to do their best to fill that out as soon as possible.
Yeah, there was a bit of a miscommunication on the Korean side of things. So he's planning on trying to, look into how to fix everything, get feedback from all these different people who are streaming, and go from there.
And then that part was basically, what about a Golden Bell announcement that rings out in all servers?
Yeah.
And he says he's going to take note.
Yeah, so ringing a Golden Bell saying which server it's on, essentially.
This is about the Rich Merchants Ring. Any updates? What are you going to do with it?
일단 죄송하다는 말씀 먼저 드리고 시작하는 게 맞는 것 같아요. 제가 굉장히 여러 번 거상의 반지를 어떻게 하겠다라고.
So we're really sorry about this. What with the opening of the central market, the existing specs of the Rich Merchants Ring has kind of become meaningless, and it's become somewhat dangerous. So while we've had a lot of discussion about the specs of the Rich Merchants Ring, we haven't really reached a consensus among the planning team as well as the development team. And so he'll have to make a decision at this point. His decision on stage is we're going to develop a permanent market tax reduction buff for the Rich Merchants Ring. We're going to try and implement some other changes in a later time.
Executive decision made up on stage.
So it'd be nice to have a preset function that allows adventurers to save settings in the skill window, making it easier to switch between Succession and Awakening.
We're currently on reworking the skill window UI. And I think we'll be able to show it to you soon. The new skill window is set up with less icons and basically a tree format, and you'll be able to basically show the skill yourself as opposed to having like a pre-recorded video, essentially. Of course, the frequently requested skill presets are planned to be provided, but no real date at this point.
So skill presets coming eventually.
Yeah.
So could you improve the current horse training content, such as displaying dream horse attempt success rates, like we do in the enhancement system, or adding like Valk's advice for dream horse attempts? Also, would it be possible to add certain mounts that you can't buy with silver that must be tamed based on training level or mastery?
Okay, so I'll explain that part. So, essentially, there's a lot of people who have decided to, not decided to, but they've started to really love the horse content that's in the game, and he wants to make it better. So, in addition to, the Old Moon Grand Prix that we've announced just earlier in the roadmap, training content is going to be added. The new racehorse will be combined with a lot of different kinds of content, but on the in the case of the advice of Valks, there's no plans to add it to training for horses.
So, are there any plans to revamp features such as hunting whales or calc? How about increasing the usage of items you get from hunting bosses?
We got a lot of feedback regarding this. So we got a lot of feedback regarding this, but at the moment we didn't really have plans of adding like boss tier hunting stuff. However, We're going to be preparing a new type of content that can be used for people who are hunting. So if you wait a little bit longer, I think we can add things. Yeah.
Okay, are there any plans on adding special rewards for users who achieve level 65 or 66? How about adventurers who attain certain levels in life skills? So just to go back on that last question, that's hunting as in matchlock hunting, not hunting as in monster hunting, which is used in Korea.
Thank you. You know, to all of you who reached level 66, congratulations. You know, thinking about it, it seems like some of the goals that you get, some of the rewards that you get for extreme goals seem somewhat weak right now. So we're looking into a way to prepare rewards that accurately reflect the difficulty of reaching 64, 65, 66. We're trying to different direction in regards to life skills, however. He wants to add rewards relatively soon, but it's still going through like a Q&A process.
So he's sorry that he doesn't have anything right now. He's going to try to quickly think of something.
There's a lot of new content that they have been planning, but because of the feedback of adventurers and stuff like that, he's been like, he wants to make more, and he's trying to prioritize which of the contents come off first, whether it's the PA directive or is it the adventure directive, and try to find a balance between the two. But he'll think he wants to match the rewards for people who reach 64, 65, 66 and make them better, but for life skills, he has to think about it a little bit more.
When will the new updates regarding the Imperial delivery gift boxes be announced?
So when basically the seals for Imperial delivery were given at a time where the playstyle and the way that the contents are run in Black Desert have changed since when that was released to now. So he wants to try and introduce a new kind of seal with different kind of items, and he's thinking about it to match the current content and as well as the direction in which adventurers are going. So things like this have come up in the past, but he's seeing more and more feedback regarding this from different regions outside of Korea as well, so he wants to work on that soon.
So any new life skills?
Right now there's no plans to add completely new life skill content. Instead of making new content, what he wants to do is fix the content that is here now and make them more interesting rather than making new ones. If you keep making new ones, then it's just a lot of dead content in the back.
Yeah, and the old ones get left behind.
Yeah.
So he wants to try and make it so that they improve and expand on all the life skills instead of making new ones.
There you go.
เทรดรันบนบกนะคะเพราะว่าตอนนี้รถม้าผู้จัดการการค้าสินค้าเทรดก็ค่อนข้างไร้ประโยชน์หรือแบบหมดคุณค่าไปเลยอยากให้มีกำไรเท่ากับสายอื่นๆบ้างอะไรแบบเนี้ย
네, 무역과 같이 많은 유저들이 선호하지 않는 생활 콘텐츠는 언제 개선되는지 알고 싶습니다.
So, any plans to improve some of the not so popular life skill content such as trading? Trading is clearly unprofitable compared to other life skills at the moment, with very little merit involved with it.
정확히 지적해 주셨고, 저 질문 주신 분 오프라인 행사에서 보신 분 같아요.
He remembers that person from an offline event that they had in that country. Jesus, he has a good memory.
He does.
준비 중이긴 한데 저희가 무역 개편을
We thought about it for quite some time because we actually are aware that trade is like not as present or prevalent as compared to other life skills. So we tried to make like a new worker trade system and putting workers on top and bartering and testing and all that kind of stuff, but it didn't pan out in the testing phase. You know, it basically stopped. He believes that the trade content currently it can only become meaningful if you expand the trade system that's already in there and flesh it out and detail it somewhat more. You know, when he wants to make it more fun and actually give appropriate rewards for doing trading, because trading is something that has been neglected for quite some time. So after some of the other priority developments, he wants to get in on making trading better. So he'd want to actually help focus on making adventurers compete with one another to be able to trade. So like trade route competitions and whatnot. But yeah, it's something he's working on. Next question.
Do you plan on improving guild rights? There are many adventurers who deliberately disband their guilds or abuse the current system. Are there any improvements planned for guild mission-related features, such as how adventurers obtain rewards for completing guild missions, or how to check channel for guild missions, as well as the overall quality of rewards themselves?
You know, even outside of this, out of this Heidel Ball, he's gotten a lot of feedback across regions, because this kind of question has come up in Korea, SEA, Taiwan, South America. So what he's not happy with is that it causes a lot of damage to guilds when people start abusing those kind of things, and they can relate to it because they play and they've been in these guilds and certain people have done it, so it's really disheartening. But you can't just straight up stop it right away, you know?
And creating a system could introduce things that impact and affect the gameplay elsewhere as well.
Yeah, it's been one of the things that... It's the same thing. What he wants is, like, instead of adding a new system on top of system on top of system, fix it, get on it. At this stage, there might be a way to change the priorities and whatnot.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the Heidel Ball. I'm very excited to have this opportunity to be able to make this video.
Hi, Tim.
Ask the devs a couple of questions. First, devs, thank you so much
He's rocking a beard.
For your hard work and support in making Black Desert one of the best MMOs of all time. My questions today are going to revolve around Siege and their mechanics. First up, mercs. I'm very passionate about this. I'm wondering if you have any plans of putting a cap on how many mercs you can bring on Saturday to Siege. Second, time to kill. The HP buff specifically that you get, do you feel that that was the best way of attacking time to kill, or do you have other plans? And third, the debuff of HP that you get for streaking a territory and how that follows you after you're removed from a territory. Do you have any plans of reworking that or possibly just reconsidering it altogether? Either way, thank you for listening and cheers.
That was 3 questions.
Too many.
Too many questions. Okay, let's hit the merc part first. Do you want to re-explain the Korean the question there?
No. So the question basically was there aren't many guild. Right. So mercenary system only furthered the decline. It's made it harder. Will there be any kind of addressing of these situations? This is how the Koreans have translated it, so this is how they're going to answer it.
You know, as we announced today, we are going to be looking to improve like the Conquest and Node Wars. One of the first steps in doing this was to rearrange the amount of participants that are on the battlefield, and then we're going to reassess the amount of HP that's being... Okay. I thought he was going to add something else there. Is the amount of HP that's going to be distributed amongst node wars and how it's going to be allocated and whatnot. But first, participants was the big thing that he wants to focus on.
Any chance of pumping out or improving the compose and play? Make it feel less clunky using like MIDI or MML files. Also, will there be new instruments available for adventurers to use?
We're actually currently making more instruments.
So something like a keyboard or a piano.
Yeah. So what he wants is like your keyboard would essentially function as a piano, and for those of you who can do it, it worked that way. We're also trying to make sure that like when you make your files and it's you know, copyright free and stuff like that, and actually give credit towards doing stuff like that. So yeah. Bartering beats earning.
Yep, bartering beats everything else. Is there a solution for this?
For Jay and him, grinding is the most intense, you know, and in his mind, that should earn you the most silver. With bartering, like
it takes a long time. It's
the investment of time is ridiculous.
Yeah,
so it's something to work on.
Also, it's time gated, so
yeah,
it's, you know, grinding is there infinitely, but things like bartering have time gates.
But we're gonna like keep going over the features of each region, grinding spots across platforms and all that kind of stuff, just to kind of figure out what's going on with that.
Well, some people get the big items really quickly. Some people have to play for hours and hours, months and months, years and years. Don't you think it's a little bit unfair? And basically, I also suffer from this.
Aside from Sherna and myself, we haven't gotten these rare items. Jaenim also hasn't, but Hangyeonim, for some odd reason, has gotten one.
또 어떻게 보면 확률이 좋은 분이 있는 것 같아요. 막 현실 축해가 있는 것 같은데 저희도 내부적으로 이렇게 확률 얘기가 나올 때마다 많이 그 개발팀 가서 확인해요. 혹시
So for him, it's actually really tough because when he hears people within the company have gotten like, oh, I got Life's Compass, oh, I got the map. He goes to the dev team and the DB team and be like, check his account, because I don't believe it.
We've had something similar with pens in the console team as well. So basically anything that is rare, he kind of investigates just to make sure.
Yeah.
강화를 할 때 강화를 도와주는 대장장이와 15레벨 아이템을 정화시켜주는 사제의 거리가 너무 멀어서 모험가님들께서 불편을 겪고 있는데 혹시 대장장이와 사제, 메이드 출시에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시는지 궁금합니다.
Basically, are there any plans to revamp or make easier the current enhancement systems, such as quality of life changes, moving priests closer to the blacksmith? Things like that would be really appreciated. Is there any plans on that?
Basically, the stack that you get from enhancements is a reward for failure. We all know you use that as a stack, and if this becomes too powerful, if you try to improve in the sense of like raising its effectiveness, you kind of it deviates from the compensation of failure. You know, like, you know, in your failure, at least you got something. So that's something that he still wants to think about.
강화가 불편하고 짜증난다고 해가지고 편의성만 높여지면은 그러면은 약간 게임의 재미, 그다음에 뭔가 내가 들이는 시간에 대한 그런 재미에 대해서 많은 부분이 생략이 되게 되고
So he understands that, like, you know, if you continuously fail, if you keep doing this, it feels bad. Like your game experience isn't going to be good. So it's something that he's looking into. But
the NPCs and the moving of the NPCs, like moving the priest out of the church, is a little bit weird. Like they all have their specific locations, and you know, it's something a little difficult to do.
So what he's saying is that, like, you know, if you start moving around some of the NPCs and you force them into one location, look, this is where everyone goes to enhance. This is where everyone feels the most comfortable to do this in. So, like, if you have that, you stretch it to other NPCs and you move all the NPCs and redesign the towns and stuff like that. So he doesn't think that's the best answer. But
it'd also just make I think he said he'll turn it into like a convenience store.
Yeah.
Where everything is in one place and it's kind of squished in and not really expansive.
So too many ships. Is there a way to solve this?
버튼을 누르면 바로 탑승할 수 있는 그런 기능도 만들었는데 아직도 많은 분들이 모르시고 계시는 분도 계시고 뭔가 기능을 계속 개선을 하고 있어요. 강화를 해가고 있는데.
Basically, one of the things that he's kind of unhappy about is that, or happy and unhappy. So him and his team have made it a way to, you know, when you board a ship, it's easy. You just knock out a button and you're good to go and stuff like that. Getting off the boat though, everyone always has to end up swimming. Right? And that's something that he's still trying to work on.
사실 아직은 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠습니다. 이 자리에서 제가 생각을 해보진 못했어요. 지금 생각해서 뭐 어설픈 답변을 드리는 것보다는 좀 더 편하게 아니면은 좀 더 직관적으로 탑승할 수 있는 이런 방법들을 좀 고민을 해보겠습니다. 저희가 뭐
So he's going to try and look for a way to make sure that when you get on your boats and get off your boats and stuff like that, as well as like dealing with how many boats there are, he wants to mitigate that somehow, and that's something that he's going to continuously work on right now.
But also kidnapping, it'd be better if we just improve the boarding process.
Yeah.
So I've been with Black Desert, Sea, since I think 2 years ago during its launch. So here's my question. With the introduction of new content in Black Desert Online, you can see that most of us feel that the value of silver has actually gone down by leaps and bounds. So, for example, if you look at memory fragments, it used to cost only 750,000, but right now you need about 2 point something million to 3 million to actually buy a memory fragment on the market. So there's another thing. It seems that the silver generated from grinding mods has also been unable to catch up, with this huge rate of inflation. So it seems less attractive now to grind, which is a bit unfortunate because Black Desert prides itself on combat mechanics and its effects. So here's my question. What are the plans of video developers to tackle inflation in the economy?
As he said, are there ways to, what are you going to do about in-game inflation, item shortages, and whatnot? This is a question that's come from both SEA, Taiwan, and some other countries as well.
발생하고 있는 거 저희도 인지하고 있고요. 또 특히 이제 뼈단 같은 기본적인 재료 아이템을 구하기 어려운 현상이 또 생기고 있습니다.
Right now, inflation is kind of making it difficult to get certain basic materials.
그 단순히 지금의 위기를 모면하고
Hard sharps, camphras, those kind of items are in short supply.
검은 사막은 기본적으로 수요와 공급에 의해서 경제가 유지가 되고 있어서 구매 대기가 많아져서 지나치게 부족한 아이템들은
Yeah, so some of the more basic stuff is like really difficult to get, whereas even some of your higher stuff is there in abundance. So he's aware of it. He doesn't want to just like patch, kill it, go.
Mainly because the economy of Black Desert is player driven.
Yeah.
There's supply and demand. So they want to be careful.
Yeah. So he wants to be careful, and with some of the more necessary items that you get in the game, like some of your basics and whatnot, he wants to find different ways for you to be able to get those. whereas your more difficult items, your better items, make it more difficult.
카프라스는 애초에 부족하게 설계된 게 맞긴 한데 그래도 원하시는 분이 많은 상황이기 때문에 어디 뭔가 카프라스를 구할 수 있는 그런 다른 수급처들도
You know, Kafras is an example of where it's an essential ingredient. You basically need it, but there's so many that you can purchase right now. That's one of the examples. In the past, similar to Kafras in terms of its like importance, there have been items in the past as well that were like so much there in abundance, and then has slowly fixed itself. And he wants to review how those things went back to normal, right? But what his thing was that he saw the Korean trends and he saw how it go down. What he wants to do, you know, with being able to collect all this feedback is to look across regions as well and see how their markets are being affected and see what to do from there.
So any things to improve inventory slots, storage, or max weight?
네, 죄송합니다. 네, 구조적으로 이게 좀 그 설계가 지금처럼 돼 있어가지고 어려운 부분이에요. 그래서 굉장히 오랜 시간을 작업을 해야 되는 부분이라서 저희가 이걸 하게 되면은 다른 개발에 영향을 줄 정도로 볼륨이 크거든요. 그래서 아직은
So, in terms of priority list on, you know, on the development team as well as some things that adventurers do want, that isn't the highest of priorities. They will keep it on the back burner, but it's not in the current cards right now.
All right, when are we going to get some new hairstyles? There's not enough available, and also, why isn't there an option just to have a bold-haired character in customization? I believe that applies to females, since males can kind of do it.
Yeah.
매우 정교하게 만들어져 있어요. 다들 잘 아시겠지만 커스터마이징이 굉장히 뛰어나게 만들어져 있기 때문에 헤어의 종류가 많아질수록 최적화에 문제가 생깁니다.
So, with some of the things that, in terms of customization, it requires a lot of resources, and adding in more and more things will require more resources. In terms of hairstyles and whatnot, it kind of drains. So, a lot of the requests that they have been getting has been about specific hairstyles, whether it be from console, whether it be from PC and regions. Each region has their own style, their own
desired
hairstyle and like color preferences and whatnot, and to be able to go from there.
And one of the reasons is when we say resources, we don't mean human resources. We actually mean like system resources. Like optimization would take a hit depending on if we add a lot more defaults to the game.
That being said, though, because there have been a lot of requests about it, and he specifically mentions it in terms of like specific regions that have been asking for it. So it was like console in general, Japan, Taiwan, Thai has asked for these specific hairstyles. He, again, same thing with the inventory. It's on the back burner, but it's not a priority development right now.
실제로 게임을 많이 하시는지 궁금합니다라고 질문해 주셨어요. 아, 네. 궁금하실 수 있죠. 네, 저희 검은 사막은
How many people actually play Black Desert on devs?
저는 자신 있게 얘기 드릴 수 있고요. 저희 내부에 올동셋도 굉장히 많고요. 아, 네, 네, 네. 강화 확률이 좀 이상한 것 같기도 하고요.
So basically, there's a lot of them. Like nearly everyone on the team is required to play because you gotta know your game. There are people who have very different playstyles, or people have like, you know, they're penned out, or they're like the king of life skills kind of thing. They just kind of go in from that. Hanggalnim, the male MC there, is one of those people who is very high ranked in how he plays on his personal account. One of the things that their entire team is based on is that they were all players and devs, but they were players first before joining this company. So they all have their different playstyles and they bring in different feedback and stuff. But you know, when things go wrong for them in game, they curse. You know,
they do. We've heard it.
When they fail an enhancement, but when they get something awesome, they go for it. There are points where they, you know, have their own friendlies and competition stuff, but they truly do enjoy the game, and they're trying to find different ways to do it, especially with how, and Hungin is also kind of explained this, with how our game has branched out, and we're having different people from different nationalities and different playstyles come to the company. We're trying to incorporate that into the game.
Jaehyun, watching you play the game is literally the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever had.
It is. It's actually quite terrifying.
Okay, when were we going to get some goods for global fans, since we only have a Korean shop right now?
We opened the Korean shop in February, but in global, we're hoping to actually get something up, but there are some issues, essentially with like trade laws and market setup laws and bylaws and whatnot.
Are they going for super quick fire things now?
Yeah, they're going really fast. So what can you tell us the new region and all that kind of stuff?
Nothing.
네, 그거 개발하고 있는데 지금 담당자가 뭐 하고 있는지 다시 돌아가서 한번 확인해 보겠습니다. 네.
알겠습니다. 자, 마지막 질문 드릴게요. 가족이나 친구들 함께 게임을 즐기고 싶은데 모두 함께 즐길 수 있는 파티형 사냥터나 파티형 던전 업데이트할
Anything about party dungeons?
Yeah, we ran out of time, so basically it's fine to the question. The question itself is, what are we going to do about party dungeons and party content?
네, 좋아요. 좋습니다. 자, 붉은 전장과 비슷한 PVP 컨텐츠가 추가될 예정인 있거나
I'm going to go through this myself then. So basically Jaehyun's answer was, dude, we know it, we look at it, we want people to play together and be able to grind together. In terms of RBF and all that kind of stuff, we're looking into it, maybe adding some new stuff.
Yeah, we're planning on, we do have some things in store for Red Battlefield and other structured PvP modes that we are looking to bring in as soon as possible. Will there be more social systems added, like Mari systems? Kinda.
So social systems as well as like social actions and whatnot, can we add them in? There's two things. One, social systems. They're thinking about it, they're actually developing on it because one region's actually been talking about it. In terms of social actions, however, they want to be able to make it so it fits in with the nuance of all that is Black Desert.
Oh, Agris Fever on-off button. When?
굉장히 예리한 좋은 질문해 주셨네요. 만들겠습니다. 온오프.
He's going to do it.
Yep.
감사합니다. 언제 만들죠?
다음 주나 다다음 주?
When can you make it?
Couple of weeks.
Yeah.
저기서 이제 탄식이 막 들리고 있고요.
So that was, by the way, that's not us. Jaehyun said, you know, 1 or 2 weeks on-off button, we can do it.
Hopefully that gets actually QA'd.
Yeah, I hope it gets QA'd.
It's not just thrown in. Right, that quickfire part was the hardest thing I think I've ever tried to do.
Yeah.
That went way too fast.
Just live interpreting as well as like listening to myself and you and looking at chat as well. It's rough.
All right, Jaehyun's leaving the stage. All right, guys.
I need a drink of water.
Yeah. You spitballed it. You spitballed it. Thanks, Mr. J.
What's up?
What's the best Harley Quinn voice you can do?
Just give me pigtails.
진짜 뭔가 의미 있는 날이었던 것 같고 제가 글로벌 행사에 이렇게 나와가지고 전 세계 모험가 분들께 뭔가 발표를 할 줄도 몰랐고 지금 전 세계에 다 방송되고 있잖아요. 각국의
You know, as a finality, having like this many regions being streamed to, having this many people in the stream and listening and you know giving your feedback in stream as well as having questions given in, this has been dope.
어느 나라에서 해도 재밌다고 생각해요. 모든 국가의 모든 모험가 분들이 재밌는 게임 하실 수 있도록
you know, just to everybody.
사실 처음이잖아요.
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing like a live interpretation and having it done all these different ways, and I think we've been doing well. You know, our Korean MCs have rocked it. Our event went funner than expected, and he's quite apologetic about not being able to answer all the questions, which is something that we'll think about as well.
Yep, and hopefully he doesn't review the footage of this stream, because otherwise we might
get in trouble for a little bit, but we'll see what happens. No, the dev did not say dope. That was my own ad-libbing, I know.
Yeah, we have a lot of ad-libbing going on when you're trying to do this. It's a little bit difficult. And so, thank you for today.
Thank you for everything. You know, she's had a lot of fun. That was her first stream, and you know, even on my end, I think she rocked it. So, yeah.
She's done streams before.
She's done videos, but not streams. Like she's done the pre-recorded videos for Black Desert Korea and Thailand.
더 좋은 어떤 더 나은 것들을 저도 최선을 다해서 노력해서 뭔가 드릴 수 있게 갑자기 울컥하네요.
So he's super proud of what happened. So like so our Korean MC, the male MC, he's the one that kind of basically threw all this up, and he wanted to get this going because for a long time we were going to be like, no, like we're not going to be able to do this ball thing, and he's the one that got the ball rolling on this and getting all the language together. So he's super proud and he's very emotional, and you know, thank you to everybody for it. What's Korean for dope? Dope, 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 right? You know, and he says thank you for everyone. Trent, she will never love you. You don't know that, but yeah.
All right.
And
so
back to Classic.
And we're gonna have a couple more performances here. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see y'all in the future.
you.